lunes, 8 de la mañana. Aquí estamos, dándole, como siempre. I do stuff as part of the UFC. I do many things. Let's switch that a little bit. It's not like I want to be better than someone. It's like if someone could do it, I want to do it also. And if no one did it, I want to be the first one to do it. So it's not to look up to to look down to someone.
Right.
It's not because of that. It's I want to experience that also, how it feels to be the number one guy.
Ilia Topuria, the undefeated UFC sensation, has taken the MMA world by storm. Known for his exceptional boxing and relentless drive, Topuria recently opened the doors to his state-of-the-art $10 million training facility. But is this luxurious setup enough to guarantee victory against the always dangerous Charles Oliveira? We delve into Topuria's training empire and examine whether his investment will pay off in the octagon. Before the fame and fortune, Ilia Topuria's journey began in small, gritty gyms across Europe. It was a path paved with discipline and a relentless pursuit of improvement.
In MMA, you asking, or in
when did you first start martial arts?
With 4 years old, my dad put me with my brother in judo. Then we went to Georgia. We kept practicing with the Greco-Roman wrestling, and then we moved to Spain when I was 15 years old, and completely by chance we find a gym and we started training the MMA, the mixed martial.
Now, Topuria boasts a $10 million training facility equipped with custom altitude chambers and personalized fight simulations. This fortress is designed to eliminate weaknesses and optimize performance.
Vale, esto va a ser muy progresivo. Como hicimos el viernes, subida, mantenemos y luego bajada y listo.
For me, the recovery sessions are very important because I'm able to prevent injuries and I don't have to cure them. I set up everything here. I have the recovery room. I have my boxing training, the grappling, the wrestling. I surround myself with great professionals that are part of my team.
Even veterans like Daniel Cormier were stunned by the extravagance and dedication behind Topuria's sanctuary.
The $2 million gym in his house, which has a helipad on the top of the apartment complex. I don't think he needs money. I saw him shadowboxing on a helipad on the top of his apartment building. He's living in one of those apartments that look like in New York City, where there's a helipad. I mean, it's unbelievable. I asked him, I go, how do you have so much money? You haven't even defended the belt. You just got the title. You haven't even fought Max Holloway.
What was his answer? I've always wondered, is it sponsors?
He smiled, and he starts to speak to you in that voice. You know, DC. And I'm like, no, I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. I want you to tell me. How do you have a $2 million gym when you haven't defended the belt? I've defended the belt multiple times, and my gym cost me $60,000.
But beyond the high-tech equipment, Topuria emphasizes the importance of mindset, grit, and execution. His $10 million gym is designed to sharpen every weapon, but tools alone don't win titles.
From hard work, from all the sacrifices that I know that I'm making in all the training camps I have, because I know that there is a God in the sky who is seeing all the work you're putting in something and in the desire you have for the things. So yeah, I had that belief, and at the same time I used to say like this, that both faith and fear demand you to believe in something that you never saw, and I always prefer in things that make me feel happy.
As John McCarthy notes, Topuria's brother and key coaches remain in his corner, preserving the stability he's always relied on.
You know, just in that perspective of who he's leaving his gym, it is something, but you got to look and say his brother is one of his coaches. His brother is always going to be with him. So he's not losing all of his coaches. He's not losing all of his gym. He's taking the people that are important for his, training and make it to where he's comfortable with. He's gonna bring.
However, potential tensions behind the gym departure could pose challenges. Leaving a long-time gym can bring about distractions and disruptions in routine, which is crucial for high-stakes fights.
Specific people for the stand-up and his boxing and everything like that. Do I think it's a problem? I always think it's a problem when you're leaving a place based upon what caused that problem. Where all of a sudden was the dissension? Where all of a sudden, what has changed between either you and the gym and that coach, or what's going on? Because there's something going on, and that's something that when you look at it, there's that distraction that's not good.
So outside the training camp, I try to develop my skills in every discipline. Like I try to not mix it up. I don't train MMA at all. I do boxing classes, wrestling classes. I try to learn every discipline separate.
Why do you do that?
Because when the training camp comes, I try to mix it up and polish everything that I have been able to learn till that moment. You know what I mean? Everything that worked for me in wrestling and boxing, in the places where I feel comfortable, like that's why I want to develop all the time my knowledge. I want to get better all the time. And I can get better if I only go and train MMA and I only drill the same things all the time.
As tensions rise, both fighters have engaged in verbal warfare. Topuria has openly challenged Oliveira's legacy, while Oliveira has fired back with confidence.
Faltaba, he dicho la verdad, tiene 10 derrotas, no he dicho otra cosa. Tiene 10 derrotas, 5 por knockout, 4 por sumisión, 1 por decisión. Dice que es la división más difícil que hay. Cuando él estaba peleando en 145, hasta Usman se le ha metido una paliza. Ahí se tiene que acabar la conversación. Algo que no pudo conseguir en 145 libras, lo consiguió en 155, que se convirtió en campeón del mundo. Entonces, ¿por qué esa división es más difícil que de la que yo vengo?
But Topuria didn't stop there.
O sea, no le encuentro ninguna lógica y por eso dije también que parece que no se ha leído ni la hoja de un periódico. Así que si eso es una falta de respeto, yo no sé desde cuándo decir la verdad es una falta de respeto. Yo nunca mezclo lo personal con lo profesional, ¿verdad? No tengo ningún problema con Charles. Seguramente una vez nuestras carreras se hayan acabado, podamos estar juntos, pasar un buen rato, cenar, comer, lo que haga falta, pero esto es un deporte, ¿sabes? Dentro de un octógono.
Então, eu tô em busca do título. Eu não corro de ninguém, nunca corri, não vai ser agora que eu vou correr. Eu tô pronto para lutar contra qualquer um desses caras, né? Respeito todos eles, mas vou imprimir meu ritmo e meu jogo. Por que não? Né? Se for pelo título, por que não lutar com o Topuria? Eu tô em busca do título, eu não quero fazer mais uma luta para poder esperar o título, não. Isso, pra mim isso não me interessa, eu quero lutar pelo título.
É uma grande luta, ele é um grande lutador, mas eu não preciso provar mais nada pra ninguém, de quem eu sou, o que eu já fiz dentro do cage. Essa outra chegou numa oportunidade gigantesca, eu vou nocautear esse cara, essa é ela.
Who's gonna knock this guy out?
Creio que o Ilia é um cara duríssimo, merece todo o respeito no mundo. Conheci agora em um evento que teve, e é um cara que tem um coração muito gigante, pero não acho que quando sai de uma categoria você merece lutar direto pela outra, pelo título. Pero tem muitos caras que estão peleando em busca desse título, então um cara chegar e furar fila é muito complicado, mas creio que ele fazendo uma grande luta numa categoria muito difícil como os dos pesos leve, com certeza merece a oportunidade.
As the build-up to Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira intensifies, even Chael Sonnen spoke honestly about all the confusion in the lightweight division.
It's very clear he doesn't know. It's very clear that Charles does not know what's going on in that division where he happens to be ranked number 1. Is he going to have to deal with Ilia? Is he going to have to deal with Islam? Is he the odd man out? Then Ilia does an interview. And it becomes very clear. Ilia does not have a deal.
Beyond the matchmaking puzzles, former fighter Josh Thompson zeroed in on a crucial, often overlooked factor: routine. Thompson stressed that for a high-stakes title bout, consistency in training rhythm, coaching, location, and daily preparation is paramount. Any disruption to this routine could throw off a fighter's timing, focus, and confidence, potentially giving an edge to whoever better protects their established patterns.
What I get concerned about is it's a big fight. They're all big fights now for him, but it's a big fight. And what you take away when you leave is what you end up missing is the routine. The routine is not the same. And I don't know, like that to me is so important if you want to become the best in the world at whatever it is you're doing.
Adding another layer of expert analysis, former two-division champion Henry Cejudo dived into the stylistic intricacies of the Topuria-Oliveira clash. Cejudo acknowledged Oliveira as a fan favorite, but pointed to Topuria as a rapidly rising pound-for-pound talent. When looking at the fight stylistically, Cejudo emphasized Topuria's explosive power and diverse striking arsenal.
We do have a fat favorite in Charles Oliveira. And obviously right now, to me, maybe the number 2 and creeping up to potentially be pound for pound, you know, the Matador, Ilia Topuria. When I look at this fight, I think of this fight stylistically. I think, okay, the explosive power and the power in the hands, and it's crazy to say that. You have to go with more of Ilia Topuria, right? Ilia Topuria goes high, low. He can go to the body. He can go up top. He's been knocking people out cold. So when I'm looking at this fight, I'm saying Charles Oliveira is the guy that has to make those adjustments. If not, it's going to be the double champ. It's going to be Ilia Topuria securing himself as a 2-division world champ.
Looking at the fight itself, former welterweight king Kamaru Usman offered his insights. Usman sees Ilia Topuria as the favorite, primarily due to Topuria's dangerous finishing ability. He pointed out that Charles Oliveira tends to get hurt and dropped in his fights, and against a clinical finisher like Topuria, who attacks both the body and head, that could be decisive.
Defeated contender as the favorite.
Yeah, 100%. This is exactly how I feel. Exactly how I feel. Yes, I do believe Ilia Topuria can win that fight. You see it. Charles Oliveira gets hurt in a lot of fights, and he gets dropped in a lot of fights. And so now you throw in a guy like Ilia that doesn't just hurt you, he will get you out of there, that mixes up the attack, goes to the body, goes to the head. I think Ilia is the favorite in that fight. Taking nothing away from Charles Oliveira. Charles is very, very dangerous, and Charles is very, very good. But I think Ilia is a favorite in that fight, and I think 100% he goes out there and he gets through Charles Oliveira. You 100%, he's next for that.
What are your predictions for this epic showdown? Does Topuria's incredible investment and focus give him the decisive edge? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We're reading every single one. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more MMA insights, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next breakdown.